open. John Maza, Walter Ray Williams Jr. 30 to the winner, 16 to the runner-up. The winner goes then against Ron Williams, our king of the hill. .36 on a high hit.
Come on, get it back.
Too slow, get it back. That's what he said.
Pay attention out there.
Cross lane, the man voted the best spare shooter on the tour for the 3-6. He uses a hard ball to slide across the lane. Very little roll, dead accuracy.
So it's a spare for the last game winner. Now, first look today. Colorful 29-year-old John Maza, Mount Clemens, Michigan, the left-hander. This is your True Value Open winner at Landmark Lanes in Peoria this year.
John Maza's become a perennial winner out here on the PBA Tour, has an ideal style. One thing, he opens his hand on the backswing. Now here he learns to cock his wrist. He gets more power there. He started doing that in 1991, and that's when he became a winner. Then he rotates that wrist around the ball, and wow, what a great strike to start the opening championship match.
Average 249 in 2 games on this championship pair. Waving the fans down the lanes parallel to the opposite lanes here, and about 1,000 bowling fans looking on.
Well, we can see what you're doing, Walter Ray Williams Jr. from the announce booth. It looks very similar. He needs to get the ball in this area, and he's going to be inside of it with his ball trajectory as he goes high for the 3, 6, 9, 10. And this has been a very difficult spare this week. And the reason it's so tough is that PBA has kind of oil stripped the lanes. There's 3 different strips on the lane of oil, dry, and you have to go right down the edge to make that spare. Walter Ray did that. Now look at his positions right here. He'll slide around the center. He'll be between the first and second arrows. He needs to pick up that ball speed. That's the only problem he had in the first 2 frames.
All right. Wow.
Now he's smart enough to know that the lanes didn't change that much while waiting a few minutes to run down the top 24. So he has to look and say, what am I doing wrong? Take a lesson from what happened to George Branham. You got to increase that speed and send it to the right.
Graduate of Cal Poly in Pomona. Degree in physics, a minor in math. Walter Ray trying to figure it out. Maza using a little more than half the approach.
The 7-pin, and he had the scout coming across the head pin off the sideboard, but we didn't see much of that this week because the lane conditions were much slicker, and with the lanes being slick, you can't throw as hard. When you don't throw as hard, the pin action's not quite as fast, and thereby the head pin doesn't make it to the 7.
John Maza's recent success has led to other ventures outside of bowling.
Well, Nelson, I went to work for Fox 50. It's a local affiliate station in Detroit, and we did 6 tapings of a local bowling show. It's an amateur bowling tournament, mixed doubles, and had a lot of fun. I'm not Nelson Burton Jr., but I did the best I could do.
Well, there's only one Nelson Burton Jr.
Well, thank you, John Maza and Chris Schenkel. However, I can't quite throw a bowling ball like John Maza, as he is one of the top players in the world today, has a 14-pin lead over Walter Ray Williams Jr. in the championship match.
Like that. He plays the crowd. John Maza in the championship match with Williams, Pennsylvania. Our leader in the championship match by 14 pins is from Mount Clemens, Michigan, John Maza. From Stockton, California's opponent, Walter Ray Williams Jr. Spare up, 4th frame. Okay, let's go to our announcer, our bowler, our handsome young man from California, Randy Peterson.
Thanks, Chris. Ronnie, a couple weeks ago, you beat Erie's Bobbler Jr. in Cleveland. The next week, you beat Erie's Ron Plumby Jr. in Toledo. Any chance of leaving Erie alive?
I thought that when I got here, Randy, but the fans have been pretty receptive, and I don't need a police escort out of town this week. I think I'll be all right.
Good luck, buddy.
He is a wonderful king of the hill, Ron Williams, and he will meet the winner of this game.
Tribute to Walter Ray Williams Jr. here. I mean, it looked like he's been being beaten to death this game, and he only trails by 4 pins as he converted difficult spares in the first 3 frames and then doubled up.
Oh. What do we do here, Nelson?
Boy, oh boy, as John Maza just sends it 2 wide, and he leaves the 3-7 split. For Maza, he needs to get the ball to the right of the 3-pin and drive that 3 into the 7. If he does not convert the split, he will be trailing through 5 frames.
Oh, why does a 3-7 look more awesome than a 2-10?
Well, we're not used to seeing the lefties, Chris. The 3-7 as they go across lane.
Look what's happening on ABC Sports tomorrow. Pizza Hut College basketball doubleheader. First, 1:30 Eastern, 10:30 Pacific. Game's biggest showdown to date. Duke meets ACC rival number 1 North Carolina. Other regional games. Game 2, Kentucky battles Florida. Stanford hosts Arizona. John Maza leaves a 7-pin. Kansas takes on Oklahoma State. So check for the game in your area tomorrow. ABC Sports. Wide World follows us today. Lots of variety.
Whew. See the angle of John Maza. He's just between the first and second arrows on the left, sending the ball very wide, very soft, about 16, 17 miles an hour. He's just not popping the corner pins.
We're in Erie, Pennsylvania, where one of our officials of our ABC affiliate here told me that the Professional Bowlers Tour telecast gets a larger share